Mind the window.
Wait a minute. All right.
Right.
Hold on. Okay.
Go in. Give me the flipping mess.
No, yes. No, wait a minute. All right.
That way.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Ernest, for crying out loud.
Oh, I'm not used to this.
Yeah, I can tell.
Let's get down.
Right, have you got a hold?
Yes, all right.
Right. Right, level it off a bit.
What?
Level it off.
It's going,
No.
it's going. Oh.
Do you want to put the chair down, Ernest?
Yeah.
Well, funny time of day to be doing a moonlight, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're trying to deliver it to number 3.
Flemings? There's nobody in there, love. More's the pity.
Ah, well, there soon will be. Ken and the twins are moving in.
I thought they were staying with Albert Tatlock.
Well, they'd have to be scrubbed. Old Albert's a bit under the weather.
And then Len had this bright idea of renting number 3, you see, so they could all be together under the same roof, including Mrs. Tatlock. And as some of Ken's furniture got destroyed, Mrs. Clegg very kindly donated these 2 chairs.
I see. And why didn't Mastermind dump it himself? Or perhaps he ruptured himself while he was thinking up his bright idea.
Well, Len's out on business this morning down at the garage.
Yeah. Well, excuse me, I have to get up for work. And the best of luck.
We're going to need it. Ta-da.
Oh, come on, let's get it.
Third time, eh? Right.
Wait.
Okay.
No. Right.
Now, on 3.
Yes.
And down on your left.
All right. On the left.
On
All
your
right.
left. 1, 2, 3.
Down on the left. That's it. Why didn't we do this before?
I don't know.
Where is it, friend? Well, somebody just tell me that.
Told you. It's being fixed.
Fixed. Fixed. Look, it was a bumper and a service, that's all it wanted. Now you tell me the damn thing's disappeared. Councillor Roberts is playing hell, the mayor is playing hell.
You are playing hell, and we can hear you, and so can the rest of the street.
Alan, this is no joke. 2,000 quid's worth of civic car that's gone adrift is no joke. And I can do without your flaming
Well, just
sarcasm.
keep your voice down. You're not at the town hall now, tearing a strip off some junior clerk who daren't talk back to you.
Who says I tear strips off junior clerks?
Len, there's no need to get yourself worked up. Everything's in hand. All that happened was that we spotted a couple of extra things that needed doing.
Like what?
Well, it's a bit technical, a bit difficult to explain.
Well, would you make the effort? Because I would like to know. And the mayor would like to know and all.
Look, the important thing...
The important thing is that car should have been outside the mayor's place at 9 o'clock this morning. It is now an hour late. And you can't even tell me where it is.
We have told you, it's with a mate of ours.
Which mate? Where?
Frank Bigginshaw down Balaclava Street.
Frank Bigginshaw?
Yeah.
The motor body bloke?
Yes.
Would you mind explaining to me why a car that only needed the bumper fixings in a body repair shop?
Well, we were moving it across the yard and it got dented.
And how did it get dented?
I reversed it into a wall.
Oh, if that isn't flaming typical to give you a big car to handle, you can't even back it across your own flaming yard.
Look, Len, there's...
Oh, look, Len, nothing. Look, there's only one thing I've got to say to you. Get that car outside the mayor's place at 9:30 tomorrow morning. There is one more thing. This is the first and the last job you do for the town hall, as long as I'm sitting on the council.
Well, perhaps you won't be sitting on the council for much longer.
What does that mean?
It means you can stop pretending that you gave this job to us because you wanted to do a favor for a couple of mates.
I don't know what you mean.
Yes, you know what I mean. You kept quiet about them building that warehouse when you knew everybody thought they were going to be building flats. So you're going to be needing some help when the election comes along. You're going to be spreading some goodwill around. You gave us that job as a back-scratching exercise. You have to be half-witted enough to realize that.
Well, just remember what I said. 9:30 tomorrow morning. Or else.
Fine bit of customer relations that was. Why didn't you keep your big mouth shut and let me flannel him?
Flannel my backside. He gets right up my nose, coming here yelling his head off like that. Who does he think we are?
I guess someone that's crawled out of cheese.
Hey, I just bumped into Len Fairclough. He looked as if he'd lost a Rolls Royce and found a Mini.
Yeah, I know. Alan's just torn him off a strip, which didn't exactly help.
Look, he's not going to shoot his mouth off. He daren't shoot his mouth off. Everybody knows he gave us that job as a sop.
Well, I only hope you're right, mate. That's all.
How much is this accident going to cost us?
About £75 of our own money.
That's your week's beer money gone, not to mention mine.
Yeah, all I hope is that that's all we get stung for.
Oh, what else is there?
A whacking great fine if this bloke that did us, this Tom Headley fella, goes running to the police.
Well, he wouldn't do that, would he?
You know, if your lad hadn't decided to go to the fish and chip shop, none of this would have happened.
How were we to know that some idiot was going to prang us?
Hang on a minute, Alan. You wanted to go to the fish and chippy just as much as anybody else
And
did.
we were pushing our luck, love. We should have got that car back here sharpish.
Dirty great limousine park with his lights on. He must have been driving with his eyes closed.
All right, Billy. Whose crackpot idea was it to go on this trip in the first place?
Yes, you might well ask that.
That's it, blame me. I've been expecting it.
Oh, and I'll have 2 of these lollipops. Yeah, it'll be a little treat for the twins when they arrive.
I don't know all the toffees people are buying for 'em. I reckon they'll spend the first week back home being sick.
Oh, but it's not really back home, though, is it?
No, Mrs. Colwell, it isn't. All the same, be nice to see the Fleming's house looking lived in again.
Oh, you mean it might be a good omen for Audrey and Dickie?
Something like that.
First of all, it's herb remedies, now it's omens. I don't know why you don't go the whole hog, Maggie, and become a full-time witch. I can just see you capering round the fire in your birthday suit.
Actually, I always wear hot pants.
Oh.
I did hear that Dickie's father been trying to bring them together, but I don't think there's much hope.
I gave you the door key back, didn't I, Mrs.
Oh,
Colwell?
yes, you did. And I've kept the place well aired, and Ray and Len are getting Ken's bedroom furniture out of storage this morning. Oh, I'm glad that wasn't damaged. It'll be something familiar for the twins to come back to, and they'll be able to sleep in their own little beds.
Oh, hello, love. Hey, have you got some of them jelly babies for the twins, you know, for when they come home?
Oh, Mum, what a brilliant idea. Did you think of that all by yourself, or did me Dad help you?
Well, what's up? What's wrong with buying a few toffees for the kids?
Nothing, Hilda, except kennel slayers if we sell any more.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, I suppose I'll just have to think of something else, then.
Get 'em a couple of comics. They're selling back numbers, too, for the price of one at Barton's.
Are they, Chuck? Oh, thanks for letting me know. I'll get down there. I'm looking forward to seeing Ken back, you know. He's picked the right time, hasn't he?
Right time for what?
Well, to help organise the protest march. We can use his brains, can't we?
You might find they're being fully used on something else just now, Hilda.
What?
Organising a new life for himself and the twins.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I suppose so. Still, I don't think there'll be any harm in me just mentioning it to him, eh?
Morning, ladies.
Morning.
If you've come for jujus or jelly babies, we've sold out.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll take a packet of speg.
Packet of what?
It's chewing gum. He's very working class, you know.
True, Emma. My father started off as a miner like his father before him. I'm trying to stop smoking.
I didn't think you did.
I don't, but you never know. I might be tempted. Oh, where's the nearest florist?
Foresters, bottom of Viaduct Street.
Thank you, and good morning.
Try.
Flowers.
Must be for Miss Nugent, eh? Unless he's found himself a rich widow.
91, 92, 93, 94. Hey, and that's just me on my own. And I have 3 more streets to do yet.
It's very gratifying, Lucille.
Do you know, I reckon we'll have more than 1,000 names on this petition before we've finished. I'll shake 'em. Hey, Carmen, am I boring you?
Oh, of course not. Oh, I'm sorry, Lucille. I was away to the woods just for a moment.
Were you? Hope you were behaving yourself.
Not particularly.
Going wrong after 2 days. Well, I were back with it in quick sticks, I can tell you.
It's the only way, kid. It's my belief that some firms turn out shoddy materials just in the hopes that nobody will kick up a fuss.
No, but folks don't, do they? I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, well, you know what they say, easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
Hiya.
Hello, kid.
You down?
Oh, yes. Len's been round to the yard and him and Alan nearly had a set too.
Oh, we should have been there to see it.
All right, well, all we can do now is keep our fingers crossed and hope my lad won't show his head.
Well, I don't think he should have. I mean, it was him what bumped us, wasn't
That's
it?
what Alan keeps saying to himself.
Well, what happens if he does turn up?
Don't even mention it, love. Don't even mention it.
Well, I suppose we could bake 'em a cake and put a file in it if they get sent to jail.
Oh, this'll do lovely, Lucille. It's very good of you to let me have it.
Ah, it's a pleasure. It was only gathering dust and collecting hairpins in my room. Hey, and I think it's very nice for you to get 'em flowers. I bet nobody else has.
Oh, well, folks wouldn't think to, would they, with Ken being a man? Oh, no, they do brighten the place up.
Well, Mrs. Tatlock will certainly appreciate 'em.
Don't look now, but somebody we know has just walked in.
Is him?
Yes.
Oh. My dad reckons if you stop in here long enough, you'll see the whole world passing through.
I don't suppose it could be a coincidence, could it?
Could it be way up he's recognised us?
Hello, we meet again.
I beg your pardon. If you're trying to pick us up, I don't think much of your technique.
No, neither do I.
But surely you remember me?
We'd have a job.
And I don't even remember what day it is.
Your friend, the man you were with last night. Him and me had that bit of a collision. You and this other lady were there.
Oh, that fella. Oh, he's no friend of mine, love. He was just trying to pick us up, that's all.
I like you are now.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I thought... I mean, I'm told he lives here.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about that, love. You'll have to ask her. Betty, there's a fella here who wants to talk to you.
Yes?
Mr. Walker, Mr. Billy Walker.
Always out at work, love, but he should be back soon for his dinner.
Oh, then I'll wait. A half a mile, please.
Yes. Listen, get off down to the garage and you warn Alan and Billy quick.
Well, I suppose we could do the opposite.
Eh?
Not warn them.
On your way, madam. Go on your way.
Aye, aye. Langton in, Crumpet out. It's happening a lot lately.
Oh, I wonder why.
Just gone to see a dog about a fella, that's all.
You're just trying to be kind to me.
Yes, and how's the furniture removing going?
All done and dusted.
No thanks to you.
What do you mean?
Leaving him and Ernie Bishop to shift all that furniture.
What about the forward planning?
Forward planning? I must say, it seemed a bit strange to Ken being back at number 3.
Yeah, I suppose so. He's on his way, by the way. He rang me up from the station.
Do you think he'll stay?
I don't know. I don't think anybody does. I don't even know if that Jamaica job is still on.
Hey, they've arrived, Ken and the kids. Taxi's just pulled up outside Tatlocks.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Don't look very happy to be back, does it?
You're right, love.
I've come to tell Billy there's a visitor for him.
What visitor?
You know that fella what bumped us? He's at the Rovers.
Damn. Billy? Oh, Headley's turned up at the pub.
When?
Now he's waiting for you with a big axe.
You didn't tell him I was coming, did you?
I didn't know, but Betty did. She said you're due back for your dinner. She said it twice, as a matter of fact.
It's a funny thing, you know, but every so often I get this terrible craving for fish and chips.
Oh, you're a coward, you. Go on, I'll tell your mum that you're dining
All right.
at Jackson's.
All right.
That's all very well, but what if he turns up here?
He's going to be dead unlucky again, then, isn't he? Because you and I are going to spend the afternoon up at Frank Bigginshaw's making sure that Civic Chariot gets done on time.
Well, there you are, Ken. It's all yours as long as you want it.
Oh, thank you, Len. Thank you very much, especially for doing the decorating. You're quite sure the Flemings don't want to come back, then?
Almost positive.
Got more sense, eh? I think you two ought to lay off those lollipops. You've been eating solidly since we left Glasgow.
Oh, Ken, I'm sorry. I never thought. It was just a little treat to welcome them back.
Of course, Mrs. Caldwell, and it was very kind of you. Ken wasn't criticising.
No. I was just thinking about their tummies.
You can always tell a school teacher, can't you? Always a spoil sport.
I hope you like the furniture, Ken. Everybody contributed something.
Yes, I thought I recognised one or two old landmarks and roundabout.
Thank you very much. Oh, if you mean the settee, that's been an old favourite of mine for a long time.
Well, you've all been very kind, and just like you to know that I appreciate it.
Come on, let's get off and let them get sorted out.
How would you like to come next door and see Bobby? You remember Bobby, don't you? Yes, of course you do. Is it all right, Ken?
Yes, of course.
Don't forget, Ken, it's yours as long as you want it.
Thanks.
Oh, Ken, I forgot. These came for you by hand.
Thank you. Thanks, Elsie.
Ken, I know it's hard, but please, love, try and make an effort.
An effort?
To be nice to people. Even though you do feel the way you do.
Did it show?
Yeah, I'm afraid it did.
Well, they're my friends. They'll understand.
They'll understand you've suffered a terrible blow. But don't forget, so have I. Valerie was my daughter.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Ken, is something wrong? Something else, I mean. Is it the furniture? I know it's a bit...
No, it's not the furniture.
Then what?
The house.
The house? Oh, it isn't Buckingham Palace.
Number 3, Coronation Street. I know Len meant well, but it was a mistake putting us in here.
It's not bad. And it is a house you were born in.
Yes, it's the house I was born in. And here I am, right back at square one.
Hey!
Do you like it, Lucille?
Like it? It's terrific. Well, have you been invited, Buckingham Palace?
No. Ernest's calling for me.
Well, Ernest called for you before, but I've never seen you looking like this.
Well, this time it's different. Ernest and I have...
Ernest and you have what?
Well, we understand each other.
You engaged?
Oh, no, Lucille, not engaged, or at least not yet, but we do most definitely have an understanding.
My word, Mr. Bishop. What wouldn't I give to see my Cyril come through the door there? A lovely armful of flowers like that. Can I get you something?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm just calling for Emily.
Oh.
We're going out.
Oh, is it something special tonight?
Well, yes, it is, as a matter of fact. A sort of celebration.
Oh, what kind of a celebration? Is it the chapel anniversary?
No, Mrs. Turpin, not the chapel anniversary.
Oh.
Emily?
Oh, Ernest, lovely. Oh, I wonder if you'd...
Yes, you deserve a servant looking the way you do, love. Anyway, have a good time. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Stands to reason, doesn't it? I mean, if we keep dodging him for long enough, he's bound to get fed up.
Who are you trying to convince?
Oh, all right, little, I'll read you, all right, you tell me what to do.
I don't know.
Marvellous.
Look, Billy, if he goes to the police or if he goes to the insurance company, the cat's out of the bag, isn't it?
Yeah, and we're in the dock for taking a car that doesn't belong to us.
Yes, so we're going to have to stop him, aren't we?
All right. How?
I don't know.
Oh, well, until one of us comes up with a stroke of genius, let's get the hell out of it. I keep on thinking he's coming through that door.
Where do you suggest we go?
The safest place I know, the Flying Horse. Go on. Oh, hello, mate.
Hello.
Hello.
How's the job going, then?
Oh, we're working on it. We can't do any more, can we?
Where are you off?
Out.
Charming.
Right, then, a double scotch for Caledonian Kenneth. It's one of those terrible habits he learned north of the border.
Yep. You'll have to start selling haggis butties now, Betty, or else he'll transfer his trade to the Midland.
Oh, I don't think you get haggis butties there either, love. Now, a double scotch we can manage.
Hey,
that.
no, really, Betty. A half bitter.
You're joking. On your first night back, you've got a very peculiar sense of humour.
He's a moderate drinker. That's so much you wouldn't understand.
Well, I'll tell you what, then. Let's split the difference and I'll have a small scotch.
Done.
What the rest of you have? Whether you
Glenn,
need
can we
asses. Right.
I just want to say that I'm sorry about lunchtime, you know.
Well, there's nothing to apologise for. I don't know what you're on about.
Well, it's just that when I said that I was grateful and I appreciate it to all of you, I meant it.
Forget it, Ken. It's like the old song. It's nice to have you back where you belong.
Yeah, that's true.
What are you going to do? Have you decided?
No, not yet.
I thought about that Jamaica job, you know.
Well, I just don't know, Lynn. I don't know.
Ah, join the party, Elder. Len's paying. You're all right.
Oh, that's very good of you, Len. I'll have a port and lemon, please.
You'll have half a mile and like it.
Oh, you know, you're just like my Stan. No saviour fare. Ken?
Hilda.
Well, I just wanted to say welcome home.
Thank you.
And now that you're back, there's something very important you ought to know about.
Oh, and what's that?
Well, directly opposite, you know, they're going to build this monster warehouse.
Oh, yes, I did hear something about it. It's causing quite a stir, I guess.
Oh, I'll say it is. There was very nearly a resurrection when we first heard about it. And I might add that there was some round here has played a very deep game while that warehouse was being foisted onto us. Oh, yes. There were some has kept their cards very close to their chest.
Well, sometimes, Hilda, I think that's the best place to keep them.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the thing to do now is to stop that place being built.
Oh, and what are you going to do, kidnap the foreman?
Oh, no. No, nothing so crude as that. No, we're taking direct political action.
You are?
Yeah, a petition and a protest march. Town hall won't know what's hit them. And one or two councillors in particular are due for a very nasty shock.
Well, certainly fighting talk, Hilda.
So everybody keeps telling me. Any road, Kent, what I wanted to say was, I hope we can count on your support.
Well, if we are being done down, then you know that I'm the last person to sit back and let it happen.
I said you'd rally round.
No, I didn't quite say that, Hilda. I can't make any promises just yet.
Oh, yeah, but Ken, when the chips is down, I'm sure we shall be able to count on you.
If you're still looking for Mr. Walker, I'm afraid you've missed him again.
Can somebody else help you then?
Oh, I don't think so, thanks.
Oh, because if it's business, that woman there is his wife.
Pardon?
She is Alan Howard's wife. Alan Howard worked for Billy Walker.
Well, that's funny. She said she didn't know Mr. Walker this morning.
Oh.
Well, no, well, it's not really business. Not that sort.
No.
No, what happened was, Mr. Billy Walker and me, we had a bump.
You had a bump?
Yeah. He had this whacking big car parked outside a chippy. Miles from the curb it was. Well, I come round this corner all unsuspecting. Well, I never had a chance. I went smack into it. Bashed me bonnet in. Made a right mess of his car, too. Of course, I'm not saying all the fault was on one side, but mostly I'd say it was Mr. Walker's.
Yeah, love, there's one for you.
Mama! After what you said to your mother this morning.
Oh, well, I couldn't resist them big eyes looking at the lollies. I couldn't resist.
Well, Ken better find out.
Did I look after them, Chuck? Until the coast's clear.
Hang on.
It is nice to be back. I hadn't realised how much I'd missed everything.
You've not felt settled in Scotland, then?
Oh, well, this is home, isn't it?
Do you think you'll ever settle down here? I mean, for good, like?
Well, I'm certainly thinking of it. I mean, I've got a big incentive now, haven't I? After all, I am the grandmother.
Come on, then, tell us the big joke. You've been standing there grinning like a Nantwich monkey ever since that bloke went out.
Do you remember that bloke who used to wear a frock coat and you used to carry a big banner? Every Saturday afternoon, Weatherfield Market.
Oh, yes. Be sure your sins will find you out. Yeah. I remember him. He died a couple of years back.
Now, that's a pity, because he could have earned himself a couple of quid tomorrow morning.
Oh?
Oh, walking up and down outside Billy Walker's garage.
Ah. Well, I'll have to be off. I've got my husband's tea to get.
Oh, right. Well, I'd just like to say thank you. I'll say thanks again for everything.
Will you shut up? You'll have me crying in mid-June. You do something for me one of these days, very likely will.
Oh, I hope so. Yes, I really hope so. And the time's running short.
What does that mean? Oh, the job's still open in Jamaica. But you've got to make a decision.
Yeah.
And you already have.
I don't think I could spend the rest of my life down here. Not now.